Hi. So it is the end of the second marking period. That is the midterm in our trimester. That means that there are only 6 weeks left for the course, but don't worry, no matter if you started late or if you took a break, you can still catch right up. Today, we did a very quick attendance assignment. Notice that this is only worth 5 points. This is not and it's in the professionality category, which is 20%. Also, know that you get the full 5 points just from making your best guess. Ideally, you do it during class so you can go over the feedback. So just to go over this one with you, it is a common phrase that we're looking at and looking for. If you don't know the phrase, it might be too hard and you might not be able to get it, and that's okay. This is how you'll learn these common phrases, which will help build your literacy, because you'll see these often in the world when you're reading a lot. So if you notice, there's a lot of oftens and there's 3 nots. So the phrase I was looking for is more often than not. It's a very common phrase. People use it at the beginning of things, beginning of sentences in a lot of places. So go ahead and turn that in. Notice you can see your classmates' answers, so you can see what other people have said, and you can go back and you can change your answer if you want to. So you can reply, you can change your answer, and you can decide, I want to edit my answer. I got it wrong. I want to change it. Absolutely fine. All right. But don't waste much time. That's only worth 5 points. And today we're going to work on your second assessment, which is worth much more points. So I want to move down to the assessment, the project category, and it's marking period 2 assessment. I want to view the assignment, open it all the way up. I'm going to complete the quiz.com. Note, this is like a video game, and just like in a video game, if you have a fail, if you don't do well the first time, you can try multiple times to get your best score. It will tell you the answers and you can get better. Complete then the 2 short essay questions, which are found over here in the Google Doc that has your name on it. Make sure that you're using complete sentences, because that's one of the criteria I'm grading you on, right? Using complete sentences or not. Make sure you're answering the question, which is to make a claim in response to the prompt. And make sure you are using evidence that supports that claim. All right, so a couple tips. Open the quiz up in one window, open your document up in another window, and then open the book up, because this is an open book test. You can reread, look through, read if you haven't already. We got up to page 100. You can use text evidence, and you can use it to complete these 2 questions and start playing the quiz. Make sure that you erase my name and put your own name, but do put your government name, because some of the nicknames that people use, the computer's getting weird about. And make sure you put your last name, because I have several students that have the same name, right? I have 2 Jose's, I have 3 Ashleys, I have 2 Brandons, and new students are coming all the time. So make sure you put both your names. You don't want anyone else to get credit for your work. Again, this class is all about learning. I don't expect you to know it yet. So do your best, but don't stress. The last thing I want you to make sure you have done that is also due tomorrow will be, and you can see this is like upcoming things that are due, is should be coming up here. I might have to check that. All right. I'll check that because it should be coming up there. But I make mistakes all the time, so I want you to let me have room, and you make mistakes too. Oh, maybe it's because this student has already done it. The journal writing. You should be keeping a journal every day. Open up this assignment. Every day, I hope you're writing the date, writing a gratitude, and then either writing about what you're thinking or wondering about, or whatever is going on in your brain. There's really no wrong answers for what you write. The only thing I'd like you to do is make sure it's 5 minutes or more every day. The journal is not a place to worry about your spelling or your grammar. You can curse, you can use slang, you can use any kind of language you want. And you can write in a foreign language too. So if you're bilingual and you don't want to write in English, you can write in any language. And then you're going to read the rubric to know how it's assessed, right? Which is complete, that you've done every entry will get you 4 points. But you can still get some points if you've done very few entries, or even if you do it at the last minute. And that there's growth evident, that I see that ideally you're writing more and more over time. It gets easier to do. All right, so how do I submit this? 2 ways. 1, you can write on the Google Doc I provided. But if you don't want to type, this is actually better for you if you do it by hand. You can also submit a video like this one, which shows you the pages, right? I'm just showing you pages, and I'm doing it quickly, so it's not really time to read those pages. It's just enough time to know that the work has been done. All right, make sure you've pressed turn in, right? If I press unsubmit, I'll get the turn in button again. If you want to add more, if you've done more journaling here, and then turn in. I've given you some possible prompts, like here's a how to turn in journal writing, here's a journal writing lesson that I did about the process. And then if you really don't know what to write about, here's some great general prompts that you can just pick one that you're feeling and write about this. All right. Again, journal writing, every marking period I'm going to check, but it's really a project that's going to go to the end and the final project where I expect you to have a journal that covers the whole 12-week course. Again, if you didn't come in at the beginning of the course, I understand. I'm not going to hold you for stuff you weren't here for. I just want you to be successful. So definitely come see me and ask me questions, and let's keep learning.